Yes, guys, welcome back to another video live from prison, in the prison cell. And I'm not happy, bro. And I'm not happy because I'm in prison. I'm not happy with the treatment, right, of possibly, arguably, the greatest goalkeeper that's played for this football club. I know a couple of people might have Joe Hart above him, maybe Troutman, maybe a couple of the older guys, whatever. He's one of the best goalkeepers we've had. And I've got to say, massively, massively disappointed just from my point of view, in a way that he's being treated, man. Because it's clear to me, yeah, that there is an anti-Ederson agenda going on right now. And I think it's a disgrace to treat is he a legend? I mean, he might be a legend. I mean, he's been here 7 years. Yeah, he's been here 7 years and he's won many Premier League titles. He's redefined what it means to be a goalkeeper in the way it plays out from the back. Yeah, and he's mint. So he's certainly close to legendary status if he isn't already a legend. Certainly a cult hero. And the way that some people are treating him because of the way that he felt in a moment that is completely understandable. After Ortega makes the save against Tottenham, which was, a save that you could argue won us the league, whatever. If that goes in, we don't win the league. But Ederson also made saves earlier on in the season. And after that, which had he not made the saves, we wouldn't have won the league. But I get it. In that moment, it's a big moment. Obviously, it was a huge moment. And after Ortega makes that save against Spurs, everybody rightly, by the way, not criticising this, because I did it as well, everybody was loving Ortega. Everyone was going, Ortega is absolutely fantastic, best number 2 in the world, could play for many teams as a number 1, right? And if you can't understand that Ederson may have been a little bit, whoa, like it's a big save, yeah, but like, don't forget me, I've been playing all the games. Like, if you can't understand how that might have made him feel at that time, and people say, oh, grow up, whatever, you know what I mean? No. If you can't understand that might have been like a little bit downheartening to him, a little bit frustrating, a little bit like people might have forgotten him or disrespect. If you can't see that, then I don't know how. It's quite obvious. And now that some accounts and journalists are reporting that this is how he felt at the time, and everyone's getting onto him. You know what I mean? Criticizing him. Do you know what I mean? Now I know there's a separate point to it, a more serious argument in a second, which I'll come to. But I just feel that is completely unreasonable. It's a completely normal human emotion that Ederson has gone through, and people are just cussing on him. You know what I mean? This is one of the greatest goalkeepers we've ever had. One of the greatest goalkeepers in the world. Do you know what I mean? And the anti-Ederson agenda is crazy. And I'm going to defend him, man. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, I will come on to the other thing. It's also been reported, right, that he said to City, it's Ortega or me, right? Now, we don't know exactly what that means. We don't know if it's true, right? I assume it might be true. I mean, I don't know, but if a journalist has reported it, they've obviously got that from a source. Obviously, it might not be true 100%, but if it is true, what does he actually mean by that? Does he mean you have to sell Ortega or I'm going? Does it mean play me as your number 1 and make sure I'm number 1 or I'm going? Like, we don't know fully what it means. If he's gone to City and said, sell Ortega or I'm going, obviously you can't do that, right? And that's something that you can't defend Ortega on. But you also don't have to start attacking him. You can have two sides. You can be balanced with it. I can say, well, if Ortega has said, if Ederson has said Ortega needs to be sold or I'm going, I can say, no, that's wrong, and you shouldn't be dictating. No football player should be dictating to a football club who should and who shouldn't be there. I can say that. I can also say, on the other hand, the way he's feeling, the way that maybe the Ortega loving after the Tottenham save, I can completely understand why that might have frustrated him. You can have two sides, man. You can be balanced with it. You don't have to just be partisan and just be like, boom, I'm on this side, I'm Ederson out, or I'm Ederson in. You know what I mean? You can have two views, but the way that some people are treating him, City fans, man, City fans, get this guy out of my club. No one's bigger than the club. And it's like, hang on, what are you? Chill, man. Chill. He's not killed anyone. The guy was feeling vulnerable. The guy was feeling down because everyone was loving on Ortega and no one was loving on him because Ortega just made a big save. And Ederson's been like, whoa, it's one game. I've played every other game. Like, chill. Hello. You know what I mean? And then we win the Premier League. And on the Premier League celebration, where after we won the final game of the season and the trophy lift, Ortega's name was raised, and City fans cheered him louder than they did Ederson. Now, City fans didn't do that consciously. City fans were not inside the Etihad, and they all turned to the mates and family and said, "We're going to cheer Ortega louder than we did." No, everyone was just, obviously it was a recency bias. If Stefan Ortega would have made that save against Spurs on match day 1 of the Premier League, no one's doing that. Yeah, people doing it because they want to show appreciation for Ortega, but obviously, where there's one positive reaction, there's a negative reaction. Whilst Ortega probably was buzzing about it, when Ederson's thinking, he's just got a bigger cheer than me. And I've been the number 1 goalkeeper just because this guy's just made one save. It's a big save, don't get me wrong. But again, you can't see that may have been, obviously no one knew at the time, because no one knew that this was going to all happen. But now looking back, if you can't see that would have an impact on the way that someone would feel and the way that Ederson is feeling, then I don't know what I can do for you. It's quite obvious. Now, should it lead to him wanting to leave the football club? No, I don't think it should. But obviously, people react differently to stuff. Some people watching this will be like, "This is woke nonsense." To you it would be no, it might be woke nonsense to you, but to other people it's not woke. To him, it's clearly not, man. So this is what I'm saying. I just think that, like, at the end of the day, respect how he felt. The guy felt obviously very annoyed, very pissed off at the Ortega loving, and I understand it to a degree. But Ortega also deserved the credit because it was a huge save. It was a huge save. But again, separate your views on that to now what you're saying about him, because this is just completely unreasonable. The some of the stuff, yeah, that I've seen online saying get Ortega out. What are you talking about, mate? Get Ederson out. What are you talking about? Get Ederson out. Come on, man. So the guy felt down and vulnerable or whatever, and now you just want to get him out. So the guy went to the club and said, "Get Ortega." We don't actually know if he said sell Ortega. You know what I mean? The stuff is very sort of, I'm reading it online and I'm like, this is not really fully clear. Yeah. But I'd also say as well, it's been made abundantly clear to Ederson that he is the number 1. Pep said he's my number 1. When Ortega signed a new contract, Tiki said 2-3 times in his statement, Ortega's a number 2, is the best number 2 in the world. He's not saying that if Ortega's going to become the number 1. So listen, for me, I think he's gone, if I'm being honest with you. I think that's it. I think he's gone. I think he's going to be sold. I think this anti-Ederson agenda has been put out because we're going to sell him, and it makes it easier for people to accept that he's gone if everyone's hating him. You know what I mean? I just think, guys, come on, man. Have some respect for our greatest ever goalkeeper, or one of our greatest ever goalkeepers. Try and understand the position that he would have been in at the time. Yeah? Just have balance, man. Have a balanced view. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Like, we'll have to see what happens, but I'm pretty sure he's gone now, which is really disappointing. I think I like Ortega. I really do like Ortega. Is he good enough to be a number 1 for the full season? I don't know. I think it's up in the air. I think it's 50-50. Me personally, I'm signing a new goalkeeper. But he also probably deserves the chance. Like, again, guys, you can have, like, you don't have to be, like, one side. You can be conflicted. You can flip-flop. You can change your mind. Bro, I'm here saying I don't know what I probably do sign a new goalkeeper. I probably don't have Ortega as my number 1. But I'm not gonna go fly off if he is our number 1, because he probably does deserve the chance. But this is it nowadays, man. You know what I mean? Unless you have an opinion and you just stick to that opinion and you never change your mind, people just call you flip flop. People just call you like whatever. It's ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. I just think it's disappointing. Listen, if you look at this news that's coming out, by the way, Ederson's wife has come out and said it's all fake news, by the way, which you'd expect. She's not going to come out and say it's true. Yeah. I don't really read too much weight into that, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah. But like at the end of the day, like it's just annoying, man, because honestly, we got to treat this guy better. I say this: if you've read the news and you think that Ederson is wrong, you can say he's wrong. You don't have to be cussing him out and say, get him out of my club. What, for having an opinion? Mad. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, man. Smash a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow. See you in a bit.